Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. I want to thank all of our listeners from all over the world. Please do subscribe and share if you're not already. All right, let's get into it.
I can't talk that fast, right? You English people, you've got a thing with the dialect and the tongue. You can rapidly enunciate. It's very impressive.
Oh, there's a reason why I said I think it got away from them because this guy was like, "Oh, we got to rethink how we do the New World Order." So yeah, it definitely got away from them.
The whole child blood Epstein thing, you mean? Oh, so what I wanted to go into is the depth of Trump involved in this Epstein depth. So check this out. The guy, right, when Epstein was tried in Florida, there was the DA that let him off on a plea deal. Trump then appointed that guy the head of the Labor Department, and it didn't last long. He got Acosta. Acosta was the guy's last name. He ended up, people found out and fucking rose up and just were pissed. And fucking he resigned in shame, like a bunch of people in Trump's cabinet did, like more than in any other cabinet, resigned in shame.
Wow.
And but apparently Trump and Epstein were arguing over who was going to take this 13-year-old girl's virginity. Just horrible.
That's just
horrible, disgusting human beings who should be like in a firing range, who should be like in a firing line, right? Like these people should be fucking executed.
Definitely,
you know.
Definitely.
Fucking,
I think they should all have the electric chair, and they should be down on the ball to be electrocuted on the head.
That's too good for them. I say you put them in a stockade, right? In a stockade, right, where their head and arms are bound, and you put them on a baseball pitch, and you sell rocks for $5 a rock.
That
could be a fundraiser.
That would be even better,
right? Could be a fundraiser. We could make millions.
God, yeah, for charity. Well, people.
Right. First up, Dick Cheney. You know, and the worse the person is, the more expensive the rock is, right? Like for Dick Cheney, that might be a $20 rock. Well,
so who's Dick Cheney?
Actually, for that motherfucker, Dick Cheney, you might want to give the rocks away and just be like, let's take him out. That was the vice president when George Bush was president. So that's the guy that did 9/11, that did the whole Middle East wars, the Afghanistan war.
Yep, definitely.
He's the guy that came up with the torture program.
Meanie.
He's basically Dr. Evil. Like,
wow.
Like the fucking Mike Myers, like the Mike Myers character, Dr. Evil. That's basically Dick Cheney.
Wow.
And
I just don't understand how
one
human being can be so brutal to another human being. I mean,
and this motherfucker's free. He's free. Not only did he screw other countries by invading them and everything, but Dick Cheney also got a no-bid contract to provide water for the U.S. military, and then they didn't provide sanitized water, and the soldiers started getting sick. Mac DeMost, what's going on, dude? Thanks for joining in on the show. We're talking about Epstein. Why wasn't that crazy bastard arrested? And I don't know. Anything else you want to bring up? Welcome, Mac DeMost. Gigi.
Welcome, Max.
Gigi's smoking it up right now. You got to give her a break for a sec, you know.
Yeah.
Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a
Yeah.
feminist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a feminist. I let my woman hit it first.
Oh, that's really sweet.
You're
See,
kind
and
of sweet.
I always give the others first. Always.
You're kind of sweet. Like you got a really sweet voice. Like, oh, kind of
Thanks.
feel like I kind of feel like a puppy a little bit. Oh,
Oh, you're so cute.
you're so cute with your wonderful voice and your little headband and your earrings.
That is exactly what I look like.
I believe it. I don't believe it for a second.
I do have a lip bar as well.
A who what?
A lip bar.
A lip bar? Is that one of those big old round things that goes in your bottom lip?
I did have it in the bottom one, but I took it out, and now it's in the top right.
Oh, that's cool. Big fan. Always been a fan, you know. You know what the
How much?
trip is? I used to have like 7 earrings, and I got spacers, right? Like I got my ears stretched so that I could get gauges, and and then one day I just took them out, and my ears fucking healed. Isn't that crazy? The human body is amazing.
It is. It actually is. I have quite a few piercings actually. I've got quite a few tattoos as well.
I bet you do. Tell me about them, love.
I've got one from my foot all the way up to my hip. It's not finished. I mean, the actual whole leg's finished, but I'm having a phoenix on my back.
From your foot to your hip.
Yeah.
Ooh, see, I'm a leg man. That is sexy.
Oh, well, in that case, I've got pear shapes
I had to
by my
let
thigh.
that I had to let that set in for a minute. From the leg to the hip. Oh my goodness. Wow. Meow. Oh, sorry. What you were saying?
It's flowers to begin with a butterfly, and then there's a swallow bird, and
Oh.
then it goes up to a dream catcher, and then at the top of the dream catcher is another flower with a little hummingbird.
Now, is this all like subliminal messagery? Is there like a language to be explained here with like the and the
No, just I wanted something that was about nature on me.
Okay, I love it. Nature's my church. Do you know the singer Mike Patton?
No, but I might
Oh,
know his
okay.
music.
He was in a band called Mr. Bungle and Faith No More.
It's the bungle. That rings a bell.
He may be one of the best singers out of the United States. He does like vocal gymnastics.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But when you said the swallow, he has a song called I Swallow, I Swallow, I Swallow.
Yeah, I do that too.
That cracked me up. Once again, cracking me up. Cracking me own self up over here I am. Release the Kraken.
I had a mate called Phil.
And a man called Phil?
And I had a friend called Phil.
Yep, fill it up.
Phil McCracken.
Oh, yeah. That was a very satisfying pull on the old bong there. We got Tattered Firefly in the house, tuning in.
Hi, Butterfly.
What's going on, Tattered Firefly? Cool name. How you doing? Chime in. We're talking about anything you want to, really, but we were kind of talking about how crazy it is that the whole Epstein thing was like the biggest case in the world. It just kind of went away.
Hello, how are you, Pear?
Oh, what a lovely voice.
Like an angel.
Where are you from? What's that?
Like
What'd
an
you say,
angel.
GT? She sounded like an angel, didn't she?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, Tattered Firefly. Can you bless us with your presence again and I don't know, say anything you fucking want. I don't care. I would love to hear you say anything. It sounded like music. Your voice sounded like music.
It does.
I'm wondering where you're from. I'm from California, dude. Like, can you totally tell? Like, totally from like Northern California. Like, you know.
Hello, I'm from England in the West Midlands in England.
West Midlands. West Midlands. West Midlands. Well, I'm from Northamptonshire. So I'm in like Midlands, UK.
Wow, Tattered Firefly. You should do commercials for like bed and breakfast inns or something. Your voice just sounds so calming and welcoming and like I said, kind of like music.
So like she could be a music. What am I thinking of?
Just be a radio voice. Oh my God, everybody wants to hear that voice. I think. Tattered Firefly. Tell us what you're doing this evening, Tattered Firefly, and I don't know. What do you do to keep your voice so angel-like? You drink a lot of tea, lemon tea, black tea. I'm a big fan of black tea. I put a lot of sugar and milk in my tea. I like honey too. And if I'm singing, I drink a lot of honey in my tea. Helps the voice for sure.
Really?
Because I like to sing.
So do I.
Do you?
Yeah, I love it. I'm always singing.
Will you give me a little something, something?
Well, not quite that confident yet.
Oh, come on. I did it my
This is why you're so funny.
It's the worst karaoke song of all time, right? New
York.
Hey, Rantcast, chiming in. What's going on, Rantcast? I was talking about you earlier.
Hello and welcome to Tattered Fireflies, all day and all night spa, where you can come and relax, drink green tea, have a B&B.
Oh, Tattered. I want to make a reservation, Tattered Firefly. I want to sign up. I need a weekend like that. I need a weekend of spa treatment. It's been such a rough year. I'm sorry, I do a horrible English accent. I do a pretty fucking good Irish accent, though. Don't you know? I can fucking kill it with Irish accent.
You actually do.
Fuck all I do. I gotta watch myself though, because the Irish swear a lot and like to do insults, and I don't want to insult anybody, but you know, like, so I have to tell you in advance if I let loose with.
I absolutely love the Irish accent and the Scottish accent as well.
For fuck's sake, Miss Firefly, I can do a wee bit of a Scottish accent for you. Don't you know? You're inspiring me, madame. Oh, the power of the ladies. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm not sure, James Brown. It's a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. And he was so right about that part. But I'm not sure it's a man's world. I think it's a woman's world, and they're just leading from the shadows, letting us, think we're running shit.
Welcome to the wee fucking tattered firefly. Spar, come and get pissed.
Oh,
That was awesome.
for fuck's sake, she got me hook, line, and sinker there, boy. Sign me up, I'm done. You got a fucking spear through me heart. Oh, I'm fucking done. Aye, Miss Firefly, I'm liking what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh my god.
Such fun, such fun. Isn't it good to forget the horrors of the world for just a moment and have a wee bit of fun? Have a wee bit of fun with yourself,
Can't live in a world without fun.
That's right. That's right. And what more fun than being surrounded by beautiful English lasses? Oh, I'm such a fucking lucky bloke right now.
I wish I wasn't so stoned right now because I know I'd come up with loads of stuff.
Such a lucky fucking bloke. I've got to fucking pinch myself. Oh, that's nice. So lovely, Miss Firefly. Oh, so what do you think about the whole Epstein thing, Miss Firefly? Do you get political, or do you stay in the angelic realms?
Would you be able to teach me and Justice how to do your accent? Please.
Come again. I couldn't quite hear that. Did you get that, Gigi?
I think she said about teaching me and her how to Firefly, sorry, how to do your accent.
Well, it's all about relaxing the voice. You got to relax the voice box a little bit. And I find it helps if you have a beer or two first, or maybe you drink. So you relax your voice, and you're kind of trying to get your vocal cords to go brrr a little bit. So, like, when I'm doing it right, I'm fucking relaxed, and it's a whole body fucking thing coming from the fucking diaphragm, don't you know?
Come again. I didn't come the first time. What I did say is, could you teach me and Justice how to do your accent, please?
No, it must have been just the way she was sitting.
I'm sorry you didn't come, Miss Firefly. That would be the last time I'll ever let that happen again. And I would love to teach you my accent. Shall I fly you over? Have you ever been to California? Californication.
Been to Egypt and Ibiza.
I'm not a beefer. I'm rather
I
svelte.
don't- Did you say you're not a beaver?
I'm not a beefer. I thought you
Oh,
were calling
beaver.
me a beefer, like a heifer.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, definitely not.
All right then. Right then. We've got some more people tuning in here. We've got Mr. What do we got here? Joan Joan Edwards? How do you say that? It's almost like Joan Edwards. There you go. Hey,
John
Joan
Edwards.
Edwards.
Hello, John Edwards.
Joan Edwards 1990. I don't know why I had fucking trouble reading that. Must have been the 13 bong hits I just did. And then we got Mikhail. Okay, you're gonna read this. You gotta read this shit from now on, all right, Gigi? So what you do is you tap on the see where it says live? Up in the top left.
Yep.
Tap on that
Yep.
and it'll show you people's names. And you can read them with your wonderful accent instead of us hearing me
Mikhail?
me
Yeah, Mikhail.
instead of me tripping over the names with my slow California drawl.
Nothing wrong with your accent.
Oh, I wish they all could be California
California.
guys like you.
Oh, that was a nice at the end there, wasn't it? Ah.
Oh, tattered firefly. You're hitting me where I live. For fuck's sake, you're hitting me where I live, girl. Right in the keister. I mean, the heart. So,
Yeah, they were so good.
Tattered firefly, bring up a topic of your choice, love. Guide the conversation, if you would, with her angelic voice, and we will follow it up and try to do you justice. And I'm so sorry you didn't come the first time. I mean, that's really horrible, right? And isn't that kind of really like where feminism starts? Make the woman come first.
Yeah,
Like
Caesar
literally.
takes us the longest.
Right? Like open the fucking woman, open the door for the woman. But no, really, where feminism starts is make the woman come first. Right? And once you make a woman happy and please a woman, then like the party's on. Then the woman wants to please you. And like then the woman wants to be pleased again. And like you've opened the quote unquote Pandora's box. And like it's a magical, beautiful, wonderful thing. And I don't understand how there's still so much just stupid patriarchal bullshit in the world at this point, you know?
Only chicken you'll be getting is fucking chicken bones in jail. Hopefully.
Oh my god.
Get me?
What has he been caught?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not crispy chicken.
Sure.
You love your job? Yeah, you do. You love your chicken? Yeah. Yeah, you can tell you love your chicken.
That's a shame. You shouldn't even taking the mickey out of him. You can clearly see that he's not like all there, bless him. I know that he's been. That's just yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, okay, that'll be a good question to ask, yeah. So if somebody has took advantage of a young girl, yeah, and he has learning difficulties himself, yeah, like whereabouts on that scale are you like, that's a shame, or
Well, it's bad for everybody, right? It's bad for everybody. So, here's a case that's close to home. So I was dating this woman for a while, but it got me too much drama, so I had to step back. And but oh my goodness, so her daughter's daughter,
yeah,
was being raped by the stepdad
Oh my God.
for years, for like 7 years. To the point where they were like, at first, I guess it was rape, but then, he was brainwashing her and shit. So he like got her into it, and they were texting each other, and like they would text each other shit, but under code names. So like if her mom looked at her phone, she didn't know it was the dude that she's fucking sleeping next to every fucking night. Like what the right? So
Wow.
this motherfucker's about to go to fucking jail for life. But check this out: the daughter's hooked up with norteños, which are one of the biggest, Mexican gangs.
Oh wow.
So the dude's probably not going to live long. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Real talk.
That's
And justifiably so, right?
yeah, definitely.
She was 8 when it started. 8. Are you fucking kidding me? 8.
That
Eight.
is really bad.
8 years old. That's fucking disgusting. That's a child. Like, you fucking sick fuck. There's nothing sexual about an 8-year-old.
I can tell you something that's more close to home.
Okay.
My mum was sexually abused by her real dad from the age of 3 till 9, and then her stepdad from the age of 11 till 15. She ended up running away from home, with my dad. I'm the third child, so to stop him from doing it to her, she then sent me as a 5-year-old to stop him from doing it to her, so he did it to me. Till from the age of 5 till I was 8.
I've heard that's a lot of it is they'll substitute, like, okay, just pick a different target, please. Like,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
man, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
After going through counseling, I realized that my neighbor had beat off in front of me when I was 5.
Wow. It just seems to be everywhere, really. It's happened to my son.
That was an interesting message. Okay. Yeah, so I think it seems to be everywhere, and I think people need to listen to children. People need to trust children, and a lot of times, like in my case, it was really bad. Like my dad was a deputy juvenile probation officer.
Oh,
But
really?
he thought I was making shit up about the neighbor boy. Like this kid would break into our house when my parents weren't home. He'd steal our food.
No.
Shoot me with his fucking BB gun and stuff.
My son told me at 2 years old that my best friend had done things to him, and I was absolutely mortified, but I acted pretty much straight away.
You
And I
got
was
to.
like,
You got to. The kids don't make that kind of stuff up.
not
Kids
at
will
that
make up.
young.
Kids will make up a lot of shit, but not
They can't-
that Bobby touched me. That no. As soon as you hear that, like, what? And nobody wants to believe it's true. Of course, you don't want to believe it's true, but you got to take action at that moment, or you're letting it happen.
Well, I told a police officer, and I'll never forget his name. My son was only 2. My son's 16 now. The dude was PC Mannion, and he told me after I told him what my son had told me. He said, "How do you know that? How do I know you're not just saying that to get the dude into trouble because you fell out with him? Why would I want to just get somebody into trouble like that?"
Well, and that's the shitty thing is that's where, I mean, what percentage of women would do that? Maybe 1%, where they would make something up. So You got to realize, okay, only 1% of women would do that because you got to go to court and shit. So nobody wants to go through that, right? So if you're willing to like go to court and shit, that's, there's legitimacy there.
Well, I believe that because of a result of that, and I fought for my son all the way through, his best friend's father ended up then abusing him. Do you know what I mean? Years later. So like,
Wow. So on the flip side of this, what's also fucked up is that there's a gray area between wrong behavior and sexual predator, right? Like, at least in the US, the way the law is, my friend's cousin was arrested. He was 24 and he was consensually dating a 17-year-old woman. They were in love. They were going to get married. But the girl's dad hated the guy and he had him arrested for statutory rape. And he went to jail for like 10 years and he'll forever be labeled a sexual predator.
see,
And
we've got a law.
He never hurt anybody, right? His girlfriend was just quote unquote too young, right? But
Yeah.
17, like, dude, that's 1 year away from being 18, which is legal, right?
It's
I could
16 in our
understand.
country.
What's that?
It's 16 in our country.
Wow, 16?
Yep. And they wanted to bring it down to 5. In fact, they wanted to take away age. Yeah, they wanted to take away age permanently, so that basically predators could walk up to you, or say your 2-year-old or your 1-year-old, and be like, "Oh, I want to be with that child," and then take that child and abuse that child. Basically,
Are you
that's how they wanted it.
me?
That's how
Are
they
you
were trying
kidding?
to. I remember having to sign a
Seriously?
petition. Seriously, I had to sign a petition for that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Then somebody could just come up to you and be like, "Can I give you $50,000 for your child? I'm going to marry this child." Right?
Yeah, it's just, that's
I mean, now we're back to the Middle Ages where, like, oh my God, like, so what I don't understand, riddle me this as an English person. And I mean, no disrespect to, whatever. I'm just fucking curious, right? Why do we permit royalty anymore? Like, the royalty did so much harm and has kept so many people down for so long. Why do we allow a queen and a prince and a this and a that, right?
Seems like to me that we don't really have much of a choice. Well, I don't really. I mean, the Queen speaks every year. I'll never listen to her. There's the national anthem. God save the Queen. Get rid of the Queen, love. She ain't nothing. She ain't no different from anybody else.
What's weird is a friend of my sister's flew over to watch the Queen's fucking ceremony, birthday, or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. But, like, I don't have this fascination with royalty. I think they're criminals, and they've been oppressing they've been oppressing and keeping the working people, the hardworking people, down for centuries. And, like, the fact that there is still a monarchy or an semblance, even a framework of it, just amazes me, because I would think we would tear that house of cards down and celebrate that like the American Revolution.
It's like that whole Prince Harry thing. That I forgot their name now, but it's just strange how them two are together when the Queen wouldn't really be allowing that.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So, do we have Miss Tattered Firefly with us still? Give us your impression. What do you think? What do you think of royalty? What do you think of the Queen? Shall we is it God save the Queen? Or to hell with the Queen?
Yeah, I'm not patriotic at all. Even the Queen's husband, Philip, he's actually Greek, so he's not even English. So yeah, they should just get rid of all of royalty, and yeah,
Isn't
Miss,
the actual queen herself from Germany? Isn't she a German blood?
I think
I'm
they
sure.
all are. I think, yep, I watched a documentary on this. You're absolutely right. Thanks for the reminder. They all are, I forget the family name, but you're right. They changed their family name and then took over England, but it's actually German. Yeah, a German heritage.
And if do not see that German is kind of really how kind of took over the world.
Yeah, she's actually got German blood as well, the Queen. So it's it's a bit mental, a bit nuts. Diddly dee potatoes.
Miss Tattered Firefly, do you have any Irish blood in you? Well, would you like some? No, Miss Tattered Firefly. I followed you, and I would love to do a show with you. Let's do a show. You pick the time, date, whatever. Let's do a show. I would love that.
I'd actually like some Californian blood in me, actually. Thank you very much. Top of the morning to you.
You get your Californian boy right here, and he's all ears. Oh my goodness, and perked up and paying attention. I might add. Whoop! Did I say that? Was that my outside voice?
Yes, it was.
Damn it! Fuck.
At least it's all out in the open. At least it's all out in the open.
I got to remember that. I'm not so good at self-editing, you know. I mean, you might have noticed.
I don't really have a filter either, so don't worry.
I love. Can you say filter again?
Filter.
No, you said say it the way you say it.
Filter.
Beautiful. That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I have my own English.
I could just listen to you say filter. I think we got Miss Tattered Firefly on the line.
What's your first name? So I can remember it when I'm screaming for you to get out my house.
Oh damn! The first part of that so got me, and then like, oh, to get out of your house. Oh shit! I ain't no stalker. No, I only come if invited. But my name
what's she saying? What, you got a husband, or is that why you'd be telling him to get out of the house?
Yeah, is that why? What's going on? Come clean, Miss Tainted Firefly. Tattered Firefly. Now I'm thinking Tainted Firefly. Uh-oh. What did I just... Was that a Freudian slip? My first name's David. My podcast is And Another Thing with Dave on a bunch of different platforms. Anywhere you want to find it.
No, I'm single. I've been single for roughly 3 years now out of quite a long relationship.
I do apologise.
Oh my god, that's perfect. No, don't apologize at all. And you know what? You know what I've heard? Not heard, but read. So after a long relationship ended and I was heartbroken, I did a lot of soul searching and a lot of research and education and healing. And one of the things I learned is that to be fully over the person that you were, if you were fully in love, to be over that person, it takes like at least half the time that you were in the relationship to be out of the relationship. right? So if you were in a 5-year relationship, it's going to be at least 2.5 years before you're over that person, like
Yeah,
legitimately over them, right?
I was a 6.5 year relationship with a narcissist. I've now been out of the relationship for nearly a year.
Well, see, that might be different because you might have been in that relationship for the last 2 years going, fuck, I should get out of this. This isn't healthy, right? So,
After 3 years, I was like that, but I didn't know how to get out.
right, exactly. And a narcissist will keep you in because they got those hooks in you, right? They got the hooks in,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's what they do, right?
Man, he levered me.
Oh,
He had
snaps! We got the Dungeon Master 28 in the house. What's up, Dungeon Master? Chime on in. We're talking about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, basically. We started with the fact, yeah, we're talking about, Epstein was the biggest case ever, just kind of went away, so that's kind of weird, but the conversation has kind of meandered, so go where you need to go.
We have something in common then, Justice. Yes, my ex-partner was toxic, definite narcissist, or at least borderline personality disorder, or psychopath, sociopath, something like that. I did a lot of research online about narcissists. There's a good site, www.narc.com, where an actual narcissist, it gives you the perspective of an actual narcissist. So, and it's a really good site. Opened your eyes.
Thank you. I am actually going to look straight into that. That sounds good. I would like to know whether, like, just say, you don't even love me. And he's saying, yes, I do. You're the only person I've ever loved.
Well, and because if we learn about these traits, then that'll help us avoid these characters that we come into contact with, right?
Definitely.
Help you weed out, and like there's also like the learning the body language of lying is awesome too, because then you can tell right away when somebody's
I've
full of
kind of
shit.
just got this radar, where, like, I don't know, as soon as you say something, it's like something inside me is going, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And it sounds absolute bullshit, but I don't know how I've got that, but I just have.
Oh, I've got a fantastic bullshit meter. So we got Dungeon Master 28 in the house. We got Nisa in the house. And of course, the lovely Miss Tattered Firefly, I would say our star guest speaker. Thus far, people, unless you want to try to oust her, she's got a fantastic place in the house here. She's got a place in our heart at this point. And Miss Tattered Firefly, I don't know if you heard me before, but I would love to schedule a show with you and do a topic of your choice.
Yeah, I think there are lots of red flags that we tend to ignore, especially if you're an empath and you're a caring person in general. And I missed a lot of red flags at the start of the relationship. It talks about different scenarios and tells you what a narcissist would answer that question with. And basically, it was all my ex-partner. They do triangulation where they get you involved. They get a third party involved as well, to just try and make you jealous. And it's all to do with manipulation and the games that they play and everything. It's a really good site. I think you'd like it.
In this tree, welcome to the conversation. I want to welcome you, and we're talking about anything you want to talk about, Epstein and some other shit. Am I echoing, Gigi?
A little.
Okay, thank you. Is that better?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Thank you. Sorry about that, people. My bad, my bad.
Also talk about narcissists and how they.
You're echoing a little bit. Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
Doing so well. Thanks for chiming in. Am I still echoing, or is this microphone position a little better?
That's better. In this tree, that's a nice
Oh,
name.
sorry, I've got my legs open. That might be why you're echoing.
Oh, that's bangers. That's a good one.
Hello, 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 hello.
The cavernous, mistainted firefly. Tattered, excuse me. Firefly. Who doesn't love a firefly? By the way, when was the last time? I haven't seen fireflies since I was 5 years old.
I've never seen a firefly.
They're amazing. They're amazing. They're literally like stars dancing in the night right in front of you. I mean, I still remember them from being 5 years old, like it was yesterday.
Oh wow.
So does anybody here live with fireflies? Talk to me about fireflies.
Wow, where do you live? I see fireflies here and there during the summers now, but I used to see them way more when I was a child in the 90s.
Okay. When I was talking about seeing them like in the East Coast. My family did a trip across the East Coast. I'm from California. My family did a trip across the country to the East Coast, stayed with some relatives over there, and in their yard, I remember just being mesmerized by these fireflies.
I'm from the UK. I've not ever seen a firefly ever, but I do go out walking at night time as well a lot.
No fucking way. You're from the UK, you say? Because, with the voice and everything, I was thinking maybe Texas.
No, Australia.
Well, no, Australia's close, and I fuck up with that all the time. I fuck up with New Zealand and Australia all the time. And
I might come for autumn and kangaroo.
yeah, exactly. And New Zealand people don't take kindly to it so much, right? Because they're above it all. But the Aussies, they're good. They're good to go. You're like, oh, all right, mate. It's all good, mate. Yeah. Grab a beer. Grab a beer, mate. Hey, that's
Go
not a
dive.
fork. You call that a knife?
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Oh, can I put my shrimp on your barbie, though, lassie?
She'll love
My
that.
my little Irish shrimp. My little scampini. My teeny scampini. I better stop. I better stop with that.
You said that then.
I
You might
better
be
just.
someone on train spotting.
I'm digging myself a hole that I can't get out of. It's actually freaking huge. Barely fits through the door.
No, that'll be your head.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of narcissists. Oh, platoon tap.
You can't stop flirting, can you? It's fucking disgusting.
I'm stupefied. Damn, it's not often that I get tongue-tied. You got me. You got me, tattered firefly. You got me.
That'll be a love it.
She wins. I'll be okay.
Hey, sorry guys, I'm Uber driving right now. I'm listening to you guys. You guys are awesome. Y'all are funny. But the Fireflies thing, I am from South Texas, and I used to see them all over the place growing up. Uh, I do see them every now and then during the summertime, but not as much as I did back in the late '80s, early '90s.
Okay, cool. So you guys are both telling us like, oh shit, fireflies might be kind of on the decline a little bit. I wonder if this goes back to like, Monsanto and Roundup and all this shit we're spraying around. I hope not. The bees. We're fucking it all up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hey, shout out to the Uber driver, dude. I drove Uber for 2 years, so make your money out there, dog. But be safe. Make sure everybody wears a mask. If they don't put on a mask, fucking drive on by. Break on through to the other side. It took me a while when I was driving Uber before I realized you could just not pick people. If you're not down, you could be like, "Fuck you, I'm out," or you could be like, "Fuck you, get out," right? And I've done both, and it felt so good to kick these entitled ass motherfuckers out my car. Oh my god, I can't even tell you. Whew. I had this one guy in my car. Check this out. He was talking about, and this is how bad it is in San Francisco. They'll get in your car. They don't even talk to you. They're on their cell phone, and they just nod at you like, "Hey, what's up?" And the guy's on his cell phone conversation the whole time, right? And I hear him talking, and what he's talking about is he works for Mobil Oil, and they're trying to figure out a way to turn fracking water into drinking water, right? And I started thinking like, man, I could do the world a favor if I just drove me and this guy off a cliff, right? Like that literally crossed my mind. Like, wow, I should probably just take this guy out.
Yeah, definitely. That just sounded really disgusting. Why would you want to drink that? Ugh.
That's when I had to quit driving Uber because like that wasn't the only one. There was like 5 rides like that where there were these people in my car where I'm like, you're like evil. You're fucking up society. Like, oh my god, the world would be better without you, kind of thing. Like, like, wow.
No, I've definitely had to put something in my car to get ready for these sorts of people so that I could train them somewhere so that I could run all over them. I'd find them all.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. You never know what's getting in your car. It's weird.
Mad Max, Mad Gina.
Yeah. Mad Gene Pool. Tattered firefly, come back, love, come back. Come flutter your wings again, love, would you? She's such a little butterfly, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah. Just a little being of light. What's that?
You sound like you're falling in love.
Oh my god, I know, huh? I better stop.
No, you carry on. Love is always good for the soul.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I feel inspired. It's been a while since I felt inspired. Miss Tattered Firefly inspires my blood seems to be flowing a little faster. I don't know what it is. Just oh, I feel a little flushed.
Oh, bless.
Bless it,
Love
baby.
Everywhere
Bless
I look around.
Give us a little song, love. We got welcome our new listener, Gigi. We got Abby7606 on the line.
Hi, Abby.
All up in the house. What's up, Abby? Chime on in. What you want to talk about? We started talking about Epstein. We're not limited to that, but mentioned it because, it's the biggest case of all time, and it just kind of went away. Really creepy, gross. And, but we don't need to stay on the creepy, gross tip. So, happy Saturday.
Oh, we're on Sunday now.
Matter of fact, I'm going to change that topic line. We're done with Epstein. We buried him.
Yep, definitely. Unless he got cremated.
Or, some people theorize that he was snuck out of jail. That's why they took all the cameras out and that, no witnesses, and that maybe he's alive somewhere, but I hope not. I think they killed him because they can't afford to have him and his evidence show up because it would bury all, because come on, it makes sense. They killed him because he just named Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and somebody else. Like, forget about it. The guy's got to die, right? Like, I'm not saying that, but like those people are saying that.
Yeah, I get you. Whoa.
It's been a long time since you came around. It's been a long time, but I'm back in town. This time I'm not leaving without you. Tastes like whiskey when you kiss me. Oh, give anything again to be your baby doll.
She's got a lovely voice. She's got a lovely voice.
It tastes like whiskey when you kiss me so. I think I fell in love with you.
You know.
God damn, I'm done. Put a fork in it. Oh, lordy, lordy. Thank you, Miss Tattered Firefly.
That was very beautiful.
Yeah, it sent my soul soaring. Very peaceful and wonderful.
So you want me to put a fork in it? I didn't know you was that kinky.
I don't know about a fork, but, I don't know. A little nibble on the neck, maybe. Yeah, no, I'm not that kinky. Not that kinky. Kind of normal. Well, I don't know. What's normal? Whole nother conversation, right? Normal. What is normal? Stereotypes? What are stereotypes? Brainwashing? What is brainwashing? These are all good questions. Anybody have any?
Had to dip out. What good questions were those?
What is brainwashing? What is a stereotype?
Stereotype is when you're a sort of person that puts people in boxes, I guess.
Right. I think it comes from I think it comes out of fear. I think it comes from I think it all comes from above, right? Divide and conquer and maintain the status quo and oppress to extract the most work for the least amount of money.
Well, you're definitely my stereotype.
Oh, Miss Tattered Firefly. You be fairing up the, you be inspiring me and fairing me up and getting me juices flowing, don't you, lass? Oh, but I haven't felt this good in quite a while, so I got to thank you for that, little miss.
This might need to exchange accounts.
It's kind of weird to like feel something for somebody that you just kind of talk with. Like, and I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you spoke of empaths earlier, Miss Tattered Firefly, and I consider myself to be an empath, and I
Ay,
consider
before
no
A.
way.
Except for after Shay. It sounded like A in Everton way.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good,
That sounded awesome.
right? It had some peaks and valleys to it. It was musical. And he was kind of making fun of the Irish thing a wee little bit with the don't, right? But you know, it's all fucking nothing's off limits. It's all good. You got to make fun of everything in life. If you can't laugh about it, life is gonna make you cry.
It is.
Right? It might do both, but you know, laughter is the best medicine.
It would be an absolute breath of fresh air to meet an empath of the opposite sex.
Well, Miss Tattered Firefly, I think we have met, and I would like to more deeply make your acquaintance. I've followed you, and I'm going to look you up. Hopefully, you have a profile. But if you would like, you can message me. I don't know why I'm doing a fucking accent.
That's nice. It's
But if
sweet.
you, yeah, I guess I was trying to be sweet. But yeah, feel free to message me. My Instagram is and another thing with Dave. I'm on Facebook at and another thing with Dave. And my email is and another thing with Dave at Gmail. Would love to connect and talk about empathism, intuitive, being an intuit. Yeah. Being intuitive. God, that was hard for me to say, wasn't it?
That's okay. We've got all the time in
That's
the
why
world.
SJWs and TVWs are a bunch of miserable fucks.
Who to whats and who to whats? SPWs and GPW, what? George something Bushes and Gigi, are you giving your beautiful little baby a bath?
No.
No? I thought I heard the bath.
No, that would be the kettle, my darling.
Oh, putting on a wee spot of tea, are we?
Yes, it has to be Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Now, what is Yorkshire now?
Yorkshire is a brand of tea bags.
So is this a black tea? Is this chamomile? What are we drinking here?
Just a normal cup of tea with milk and sugar.
Black tea at this time of night?
Time of night? Well, it's actually time in the morning, to be fair. For me.
What the fuck time you got?
It's 5:22 here.
In the morning.
Yep.
For fuck's sake, it's fucking 9:30 at night over here.
I said SJWs and TVWs are miserable fucks.
Who are those people? Juanito, you must explain this to me, my friend. I don't know, but I want to know. So I gotta know. Inquiring minds, you know, need to know.
Why do the British like Puerto Ricans? I wonder. It's a strange and unusual combination of people. I like the British too. Very interesting, interesting dynamic we have.
There is nothing wrong with Puerto Rican boys, mate. Not at all.
Rare. Okay, tell me. Break it down, girl. You go, Gigi.
Listen, I don't know what it is with English people, but like me per se, being English, if you're a nice person and I think you're nice, let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Like I really, really get along with British people. I don't know what it is about him. I just get along with the British. It's weird.
Mate, we're always getting called like we're horrible and stuff, you know, and we're really blunt.
Well, you know what it is, Juanito. I think you like to speak your mind, my brother. And no offense, man, because I'm same way. I'm learning to self-edit, at like 50 fucking 3 over here, but never been so good at it. And so I think Juanito, I think British people speak their fucking mind. So I think, have we made a love connection here, Juanito? Gigi, is this possible?
The British must like the way Puerto Ricans pronounce our R's. Our R's.
Yes, that is very nice. I can't do that, but yes, it is very good. Very nice. Very sexy.
I think, Juanito, I think it depends where you're pronouncing your R's, if you know what I mean.
Greetings, fellow Earthlings, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. We're going to continue this topic tomorrow, so please tune in at the same time. And remember, if you dig what I'm doing, please do share with friends.